It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Me and my kicks, me and my kicks. It's mine, it's mine. Me and my kicks.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber, me and my kicks, coming at you with another detailed review and on foot of the Nike LeBron 8 Low Miami Nights edition, man. Coming up, getting into the details of the shoe comprises of a flat wire upper. This was definitely the big technology in 2011. Flat wire was everywhere, and they definitely brought it back in these shoes. As you can see, it goes to like a infrared, then it turns into white, and then it turns into like that black with the teal right there. You got the Nike logo with the white with the teal outline, and then you got that white midsole. On the back of the shoe, you got the LeBron James signature with the Nike check. Then, you know, got the little teal work going on right there. And on the medial side of the shoe is exactly like the lateral side of the shoe. Getting towards the lacing system of the shoe, it's your standard LeBron 8 Low lacing. It got LeBron right here in the infrared, and on the other shoe it says James for LeBron James. And then when it comes to the laces, you got white laces with this infrared like peach tip, and then it has 8 painted in like that teal. And then what's nice is they give you another pair of white laces, and the tips are teal, and it has 8 painted in then like this infrared color. And you know, like these white laces gonna get real dirty anyways once you start rocking them a couple times. So the fact that they gave you fresh white laces to add to this pair is definitely nice. LeBron line logo here right there, it's kind of poking out right there. And then on the back of the tongue, you got this saying right here. It says designed and engineered to the exact specifications of Mr. LeBron James. And then on the insole of the shoe, the insole is all infrared, and it has the LeBron James logo stitched in like a teal colorway. It's not painted, so this is going to last a long time. But overall, the quality of the shoe is just like it was in 2011, in my opinion. As far as like this white part up here is leather, and it's definitely a nice quality leather. As far as sizing goes with this shoe, I would suggest going an entire size up if you have a fat or a wide foot. Lebrons Do Run Narrow. If you have a normal to a narrow foot, I would suggest going a half size up in the shoe, because once again, Lebron's Run Narrow, and you don't want to take the chance of getting your regular size and the shoe being a little bit too tight. So even if you have a normal to a narrow foot, go a half size up. Fat, wide, go an entire size up. These shoes retail at $180, which is crazy because when these shoes originally came out in 2011, these retailed at $150. So it's crazy that, like, you know, over the years, it's been like 10 years since the first version of this came out. Like, it's been a $30 upcharge. But anyways, how I came across this pair was when these initially came out back in the day in 2011, I thought these was ugly, man. I cannot lie. Like, these was one of the LeBron samples that always came out that people was fawning over, that I was not a big fan of. Like, once again, like, I just didn't like that pattern right here, and like how it went from like it was somewhat gradient from like this, you know, agua to like, you know, infrared color. I just was not a big fan of it. So like when it came out back in the day and people was just like fawning over the shoe, I was like, man, it's all right, man. It's nothing big. And then when they was thinking about retroing it, or when they was talking about retroing it this year, I wasn't, you know, I was the same way. I was like, you know, it's okay. It's nothing crazy. But then as I saw more pics of it, I was like, you know what? I need to see this shoe in hand. So, you know, like everybody, I tried my hand on the sneakers app and I struck out immediately. But I knew, I had a feeling that my Nike Town in downtown Chicago was going to have this shoe. So it's crazy. I was like, you know what? I think some, you know, LeBron heads going to be out there camping. So I need to get there early. So like I went downtown and I drove past like the Nike Town, and I saw nobody there. I got there like 9:30. It opens at 11. So, you know, I parked and I'm doing my work. I'm doing my work all the way to 10. So I go check, ain't nobody in line. I go back to my car. I'm doing work. Then, you know, 10:30 hit. I'm like, all right, let me get in line, because, you know, it got to be some type of line now. Like, ain't nobody just not gonna let the Miami Night sit. Like, this was a sample. This was people grails back in the day. Like, LeBron's ain't never gonna just sit like this. So I get there at 10:30, and like it was a line wrapped around the block, and I kind of get the panic, and I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I just snoozed like this, bro. Literally in 30 minutes, it's a line around the block. But I started looking at the people in line, and it's like old couples, you know, people with their kids, and I'm like, well, is there anything you getting here? Is this specific shoe? They're like, oh no, man, I'm just trying to shop at Nike. And like, literally almost everybody there wasn't really interested in any LeBrons. They was just trying to shop, and they was getting there, before, the store opened. So, I wait, and 11 gets there, and everybody goes in the store, and I go to the basketball section. So I talk to the person that works there. I'm like, hey bro, you got these shoes? He was like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't think these came out yet. I'm like, bro, they came out today on sneakers. What you talking about? Like, let me get these shoes. And he was like trying to play all weird. You know what I mean? Like, he was like holding them in the back or something. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody here for these shoes. Do you got these shoes or not? So, he like, let me go check. So then he went to the back and pulled out, 11 and a half in these. And, I once again, this was my first time trying on 8s in person, so I was like, man, I need to try on the 11 and a half, and I need to try on the 12. So I tried on the 11 and a half. It was too tight, so I got the 12 in these. And when I seen them on feet and I seen them out the box, I was like, yeah, I definitely gotta have these, man. So I went on ahead and checked out and grabbed these, no problem. But it was weird that dude tried to play on me a little bit with these shoes. And honestly, the Nike Town in Chicago, ever since after COVID, they have been tripping. Whenever I do my LeBron 8 preheat, South Beach colorway, I'll tell you about this story. But yeah, Nike Town Chicago has really been tripping as far as they'll try and hold certain shoes and release them at a later date, and just hold them back for no reason, bro. You'll be there when the shoe comes out, and they'll just hold it for no reason. But anyways, I'm glad I was able to get this shoe for retail. It's not that much hype on the shoe. You can get this shoe for close to around retail. And if you really like the shoe, I would suggest getting it now, because, I doubt the shoe will ever retro again. Maybe 20 years from now, you might get another retro. But if you like this shoe, and this is your only chance to get the shoe at real retail, you better hop on it. Because at first this was a sample in the 2011. This didn't really come out in stores like that. So you had to know somebody in order to get these shoes, and that's why the resale price on this was crazy. The 2011 version of this shoe was $800, $900, $1,000 just for a DS pair. And in 2011, I wasn't a big fan of the shoe already, and just to charge $1,000 for the shoe, I was like, yeah, you can keep them all the way. But these shoes have grown on me. I like that. They're like that infrared mixed with the teal and that white. It really just makes the shoe pop. And I really like the color combination on this shoe, so I had to go ahead and grab it, man. Definitely a good shoe. Don't sleep on it. Now, without further ado, here's an on-foot look of the Nike LeBron 8 Low Miami Nights edition.
Smoking on packs, preferably black, leprechaun. All of these hoes, they on my arm. All of these bitches, they know I'm a Don. Stoning on bitches, come back to the sixes. I spit threes like I'm playing with the sixes. Bad bitch like she playing with the mixes. Bad bitches keep playing with my jigs. Bad bitch wanna get on my Insta. Told a bitch chick tryna keep quiet. I got bad bitches trying to get by. Don't chill for a nigga get violent. I got bad bitches and they coming wildin'. Ayy, I see them and I'm fucking smiling. 20,000 damn bitches on the island. 20,000 damn bitches going private. She make it clap. I got the strap. 21 gats. Feel like I'm savage. 21 bitches and none of them average. I'm gonna fuck me tonight, me a bad bitch. I don't give a fuck about niggas. I don't give a fuck about hoes. I don't give a fuck about your bros. I don't give a fuck about your toes, your hoes, your manicure, pedicure toes. I'm coming on the block with the rocks. 20-inch Glocks in my socks. Niggas keep doing that crazy ass shit. If I go to jail, I'ma keep a lock in the sock. I got that from Ken. All of my hoes, they spend on me. All at the mall, I'm bending in Benzes. 20-inch rims on Enzes. Bitches is coming to the mall and they going in frenzies. Looking at Tory, look at my story. All of these bitches, they look at me growing up fast like a nigga was 40. I don't even know what I'm saying, but tonight I'm about to take y'all bitches and have me an orgy. Who the fuck remade my beat? I'm coming down in the 6'4" like Eazy-E when I'm busting that street. I got hoes that's coming, they wanna come fuck me, you know that they busting on me. If she squirting too much, I kick her right out of the crib, stop busting on me. I be stunning on all of these hoes, coming through busting on all of my shows.
As always, I want to thank you guys for watching this video today. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button if you like this video. Also, comment down below what's your favorite colorway in the Nike LeBron 8s. It could be these, could be the Sprites, could be the Space Jam, could be the, the South Beaches, whatever, man. Just comment that down below and we could chop it up in the comment section. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. Takes nothing but a couple seconds and you'll be notified when I drop future videos. And lastly, peace.